I'm Robin Scherzer, and welcome to Robin's Stampin' Hood. Hey everybody, it's Robin Scherzer with Robin's Stampin' Hood, and I'm here to show you a little project that we did, a fun fold that we did for one of my card clubs that I do, or my hostess clubs. So we used the fun set in the mini catalog called Seaside Bay, and it also comes with the die cuts that go with it. So you can cut out your birds, your crabs, your clams. It's really a cute set. And if you live by the sea, or hope you lived by the sea, or wished you lived by the sea, this is a great set to have. And I love the heartfelt sympathy in there too. But we're gonna do a thank you card. And like I said, it's just a fun fold that I did with my clubs. So you'll hear me referring to them because some of them were not able to make it, and I gave them the supplies for this. So when I say you have the supplies, or if I say that, that's why you're hearing that. So let me show you what the card actually looks like. So it's got this cute little belly band, and I use these embellishments that we have, the faux sea glass, because I just felt like, okay, you're walking along the beach, you're gonna find hopefully some fun sea glass, right? So that's why I added those to that. But this is what it looks like. It's just a fun fold. And then you have this white spot that you can write your thank you note on. So fun, right? Okay, I'm going to show you really quick how to make that. We'll set that aside. We'll put the little belly band back on. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Okay, so the card base on this is 11 by 5.5. Get all my little supplies over here ready to go somewhere. I'll put them. And the belly band is 11 by 1.25. And because this is a different cut, you're gonna have leftover paper from your cardstock, because this would normally be like 5.5 by 8.5. So this is a little weird. So you do have some leftover cardstock. So just keep that in mind. Okay, so we need to score this piece. So we're going to score it long ways, or hot dog ways. And you will have to extend out here. My desk is a little messy as usual. Nothing unusual there. So your first score line is going to be at 4.25. And then at 7, and then at 9.75. Okay, so that's 4.25, 7, and 9.75. And that's really it. The only thing I would say to do as well is on your belly band, just to kind of help you along later, I told everybody to score at 3.5, and I'll show you why when we get to that point. Okay, so here we go. Ready, Freddies? So I'm going to grab my bone folder. We want to go ahead and give it a nice burnish on all of our score lines. Score lines. And this is really, it's really a simple, oh, I got it upside down. It's really a simple thought process. So I'm just going to take then, this is your normal quarter cut sheet where it's, 5.25 by 4. So you have a little bit of a frame happening there. So we'll go ahead and put that on. And this is the piece that you would write your note on for saying thank you. Let's go ahead and put that on. Get that out of the way before it gets lost in my abyss here. Okay. And then I would have you cut, and this is the paper that goes with this, I guess I should have told you that, is the By the Sea 6x6 paper. So that's what I'm using as well for all the embellishments, along with the stamp set and dies. Okay, so in your DSP, you want to cut one piece at 5.25 by 2.5. So that's your biggest piece. And that is actually going to lay right here. And we could do that side as well if we wanted to. Let's see, which side do I want? Do I want that? That is fun. I like the pearlized in the shells there. But I think we're gonna just go with paper. I think we'll just do that. Okay. So I'm gonna put glue on the pretty pearlized sides, which kind of breaks my heart, but you get it. Okay. So we'll do that. Okay. And then you're going to cut 2 pieces of 5 1/4 by 1 inch. And that's for going right here. So I'm glad I kind of did that, because now we can kind of do this. We can either lay this on here like that, or we can do that. I think I want a little bit more of a contrast, so I'm going to do the other side. But again, you pick, and obviously this could be anything. This could be a birthday card, a sympathy card, I suppose, a little fancy that way, but this is the same, but it's not pearlized on that side. So, and then maybe just on the inside, I'll do that to kind of give it a little bit of a contrast, if that makes sense. Okay, easy peasy. So you're going to do that. Oops. Okay. And then what I did is I took another piece of white. So this is 5 1/4 by 2 1/2. And I just embossed it with the seashells 3D folder. Isn't that fun? So pretty. And I'm going to put it on this piece right here, just to give it a little texture and a little interest, instead of just being a blank or and gosh, I had it, so why not use it, right? It's so pretty. Can you see the detail? It's really detailed. Okay, so we're gonna put that on there. All right, and we have one more piece. I'm just gonna hold that down for a second. Now, you don't have to do this, but if you want, you can see on my sample, I have this piece right here. So it kind of cuts down on your writing space and just gives it a little bit extra something, something. So I think I'm going to lay this piece on there. Again, this is, just random pieces out of that pack of paper. All of our paper coordinates so good together, so it doesn't really matter, I don't think. I'm not so picky about that. As long as the colors match and they all go together, I'm a happy camper. So that's just going to go right along there. Okay, so there's our card. That was super easy, right? Super easy, and it's just a fun fold. There you go, fun fold, right? Okay, so let's do the belly band now. So for me, what I like to do is, so I just said to score right there because it's just easier. Now, see how you have it going right around there, but trying to do the score on this side too can be a little, like you mess up a little bit. So you don't want this belly band to be super tight, because obviously you need it to slide off. So I'm just kind of finger scoring it, but then I'm going to come back with this so it doesn't look so ugly. And then we're going to lay our label on top of this. But again, don't do it too tight, because otherwise it won't slide off nicely. So I might have done it a little too tight. We'll see. We'll see in a second here. And then I'm just going to take my glue and glue it down. And then we're going to cover that ugly seam with our little label. So let's see here. We'll do this and this. Okay, just hold that for a second. So I want to show you a little technique that we did at my club. Just a scrap piece of white that I have laying around. So I think that's good. Let's see if it slides off. Oh yeah, it does. That's good. That's what we needed to do, is we need to have it, not so tight that it won't slide, but easy enough that people can get it back on when they open it. All right, so this is the bird. Is it a seagull, maybe? I don't know. The bird that comes in the stamp set. So I wanted to give him different colors. So I took this is my soft suede, I think. Nope, crumb cake. My crumb cake marker. And I'm just going to color his legs and feet. And I only am coloring him this because it'll match the colors. I know I'm not being probably bird color correct, but it's okay. It's really okay. And then this is Bermuda Bay, I think, right? Yeah, I think it is. Bermuda Bay. Yep, it's Bermuda Bay. And when I do this, you want to use the brush ends of your Stampin' Write markers. And can you see how I'm doing it on the side? Like, you don't want to do that because then you're going to just break the tips of your markers. So I'm just coloring his little bird body. I'm not coloring over where I already did the crumb cake. So this is how sometimes you see cards that have two tones, but it's just one stamp. I'm just going to do his beak and leg again because I feel like I messed it up. I wouldn't normally, but because I'm talking. Okay, so now you have the two colors on him, right? Well, as I've been talking, he's probably been drying a little bit. So I'm going to give him a huff of my breath to re-moisten the ink and then stamp him. And look, you have a two-toned colored image. Isn't that awesome? That's why I love our Stampin' Up! Markers too. We have the blends and we have the Stampin' Write markers. So these are Stampin' Write markers. You cannot do that with the blends. The blends are alcohol markers. So it will not work with those. But I thought this is such a great way. And when I first started 20 some years ago, if I didn't have an ink pad, I would use my markers. So if you don't have our markers, they're wonderful, you guys. I really like them, and especially for stuff like that. And there's lots of other things you can do with them, but that's the one thing I do with it. And then, of course, the dies come with the cute little birdie die that it cuts out nice and easy. And, of course, through the magic television, whoo-hoo, I have it cut out. Okay, so let's finish this belly band. And I just need to grab a scrap of white here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the punch from this set, Lovely and Lasting. Oop, I got a sea glass on there. And I wanted to make it a thank you card. So, I'm using the thank you for everything from the actual Seaside set. So I'm going to go ahead and grab the Night of Navy. And you'll just use whatever you have. You don't have to have exactly what I have. This could be, different paper with a flower or whatever. It's just, make it your own. So I'm going to stamp thank you for everything. Beautiful. Get that out of the way before I put my sleeve in it. And then I'm taking the lasting label and I'm going to punch that out. I'm actually going to move this over just a tad so I have room. I'm leaving room over here so my little bird has a place to perch. And let's see, am I crooked a little? There you go. Okay. And then let's put our little birdie on here. I'm actually going to put the glue on here because if I try to put it on the bird, I will definitely get it on something else. So we're going to go ahead, put our little bird down, and then I'm going to take the faux sea glass, which I love, love, love. And you can see it these colors kind of match in there, and there's some white and everything. So I'm going to actually do a little bit of mixing up here. And instead of doing what I did on my original, I think I'm going to do a little bit different. I think I'll just do like, you're walking along the beach and you find some sea glass. Actually, you know what? I'm going to switch that out. See, this is what I do when no one's in my room with me. Oh, no, can change that. We'll put that, and then we'll put that down. Give it a little different. Isn't that cute, you guys? Now, I wouldn't recommend popping this up, only because you've already got all that depth going on there. So let's go ahead and do that. Ooh, I should have probably put it on there, because now I hope I don't stick to anything else. But then we're going to lay it right here. There you go. Isn't that cute? Super simple. Oh, I like this much better than what I did over here. So there you go. So that's it, you guys. That's my Seaside Bay Fun Fold card. I hope you enjoy it. Happy stamping.